Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Rob's Rides. I'm Robert, keeping it 100 with all things amusement. And if you're watching this, you have some patience. Let's talk about barely a hypercoaster. Goliath at Six Flags Over Georgia is this like 201 foot B&M hypercoaster that basically straddles the entire front end of the park. It's a real beauty to see. The color scheme is lit. It looks like curly fries sitting on top of a blue icy, especially on that helix. For those that dip their fries into icy things like milkshakes, you're welcome. I am not one of those. Let me start about what I like. The trains, of course, because it's the B&M clamshell. You should watch my vlog about clamshell restraints. It sits four in a row, like a Kit Kat bar. So it takes you up 200 feet, and like you're looking around, and there's nothing even close to your height, unless you turn like all the way around to see acrophobia. But like you can see Atlanta in the distance, and the other Atlanta called Buckhead, and the other Atlanta. Takes you on a 170-foot drop right on top of a building. The problem with this drop now is it's not that steep because it's kind of restrained by the coaster having to go over other landmarks around the park. Wasn't able to get as steep as some of the other hypercoasters like the Intimidator or Diamondback or even the new Mako. But I would suggest the back seat, of course. That's so it goes. The second hill's fun, nice floater airtime. It goes over Georgia Scorcher, or basically tells Georgia Scorcher he ain't shit. The third drop is the best because I don't know if it's like the same height as the other ones, but it feels like it's longer. It goes right over this little swampy area, even though we're not in Florida. I felt like we were in the middle of Princess and the Frog. One thing I like about this compared to other hypercoasters I rode was the double helix, which was really intense and it's really a fun addition. You have this horseshoe turning hill before it goes into the best part of the ride, which are these three back-to-back bunny hops. Airtime heaven. And then it takes your picture at the last second, which my picture is always terrible because I always forget about it. Because who puts the camera at the last second? And then you don't just hit the brakes, you hit the brakes like you just hit an elementary school kid. Problems with Goliath. As the Hodge twins would say, it was bullshitting. It wasn't that bad. It was giving me all kinds of airtime. But when I was inside, it didn't feel like I was balls deep. You get it? Mushroom tip? Sweet walls. Okay. It was just like the large hills, the large drops weren't really doing it for me. It wasn't really that steep. It was smooth, but it was just more like for show. See, I love Diamondback. I mentioned this last time. You should check out my top 10 rides at Six Flags Over Georgia video. Diamondback, it just has steeper drops and hills, and like every hill you feel that feeling in your gut. You're just floating up out of your seat at the top. This one is just, I just felt like it was a nice breeze. So on a nice sunny day, it's nice to ride that ride, but it wasn't like I was really in an intense situation. It was just bullshit, man. I don't know what else to say, but if you're not having fun on that ride, it's a myth. Thanks for watching. Please share. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up. If you thought I was that Intamin guy, hit subscribe, and I'll come back with another video next week. Thanks. It's a real,